Lake Titicaca? It was unreal.
On day 8 of our ACIS journey, we visited Lake Titicaca on our adventure throughout Peru.
The highest navigable lake in the world. It's a place where history and culture come alive.
We were excited to see the incredible floating islands. We did not know what to expect. Welcome to our channel. With 70 years of combined experience as educators, we're taking our love of learning on the road.
Life after retirement is full of adventure. And if you can't travel the world, we'll bring the world to you. One city at a time. What I love most about these trips is how organized and stress free they are because every detail is taken care of in advance.
And the best part, you see so much in such a short period of time.
So, Lake Titicaca is sacred in the Inca civilization mythology. According to legend, the first Inca rulers emerged from its waters.
North America until South America. The first settlement for them 10,000 years ago was here. Is the jungle, and they arrived to Lake Titicaca. They discovered this small paradise, fresh water. To come here is why Lake Titicaca was one of the most inhabited people in the beginning used to live here in this peninsula on the mainland. They didn't live here on the lake. So the other groups started growing, fighting each other for territory. They didn't want to be conquered. They didn't want to be a slave. They moved away. They were hiding behind the reeds. To survive, they had to eat the reeds. They are still eating reeds. They used to live like this, in houseboats. Fishing, sailing, trading around the lake. A few of them settled in Bolivia. That's why there are more Euros people in Bolivia. The largest number of them settled in Peru. Why? Because of the location. Now they are located inside of the bay, sheltered by the two peninsulas. Double shelter by the bed of reeds. 88,000 acres of reeds. In the open lake, Lake Titicaca has the behavior of Michigan Lake, Superior Lake. We can get big waves, waves of 6 feet high with whitecaps. In the open lake, maximum depth is almost 1,000 feet, almost 1,000 feet deep. In the bay, maximum depth is 45 feet deep. And they are living close to the bed of reeds. Where the reeds are going is very shallow, is 6 feet deep. Okay. They discover this black thing. This black color thing is the root of the reed. After the rainy season, okay, when the level of the lake is here, okay, after the rainy season, water is rising up and part of the root pops up. It comes of itself. And they take advantage of that. They start collecting many pieces of root. It's floating like a cork. They tie them together. Amarramos a ver, por favor. Make the island bigger and bigger, but no more than 600 square meters. Bigger than that is breakable, right? It's why the island is from here to that house. That's it, right? 500 square. After that, they harvest reeds. 5 layers.
We visit the incredible Urals floating islands, built entirely from reeds, where the Urals people welcome us with warmth and kindness, proudly sharing their traditions passed down for generations. Walking on the islands feel almost surreal as the ground gently moves beneath our feet.
When it's new island, older islands can reach to 8 feet thick or thicker than that. Then the several layers of reeds have to be compressed. Sense of humor, he says, sometimes 2 people going, 3 people coming back. And this is for 30 people. Space the island takes 12 months too. At the end, the island is still floating around, they have to anchor it. Las anclas, por favor. The anchor and the island is connected with a long rope, 100 meters or 200 meters of rope. They have to maintain the island. Once a month, they cut reeds and they keep adding on a new pile of reeds. Is the white part. Why is the most important in the local diet? This white part tastes like celery, but they eat it raw. This is very rich in iodine or iodine. Will be well demanded like quinoa. Before, 1 pound of quinoa was 1 sol. Today, 1 pound of quinoa is 20 soles. Outside of Peru is much more. Why it will be well demanded? According latest research, it has Pepto-Bismol. Right? How do they eat this clay? They put it
indigestion
in a bowl of with hot water. Clay melts. They mix it. They added a bit of salt, and they eat it with potato. They eat it like guacamole or like mayonnaise. Why do they eat with potato? It reduces the toxicity of potato. Originally, potato was toxic, was not eatable.
Really?
It was domesticated through the hybrid technique. Later, the edible plant. Very, very important, very rich in Pepto-Bismol.
But those are huge. Someone whip
How Papa is fishing with nets, Papa is hunting birds, practicing eggs gathering. Women stay on the island. They have very long hair, Tutucha. Very long hair. Huh? They still practicing keeping that tradition. At the end of the braid, if you see brown color, brown pompon or dark pompon means married. A light color, red color, pink color means single. Soltera. Ahí está, mujer soltera. Yes.
Soltero.
Euros is the name of the ethnic groups, Lake Titicaca. As my colleague says, Titicaca. Linguistic.
Manaka amoya sifanyani kotaskiwa imaina inte kosichi no kaiku kawadispechi son koita kosikui. Importa de donde tú vengas, no me importa el color de tu piel. Si tu corazón es como el mío, dame la mano, mi amigo serás. Dame la mano, querido amigo. Dame la mano, mi amigo serás. Dame la mano. Gracias.
Amigo.
Godfathers of this work. Un representante de ustedes.
Presidente.
Vamos.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias, amiga. Gracias, voltea para allá. Así.
Okay, adiós.
Adiós.
Adiós. Saludos para México.
Playa, oh, oh, todos a la playa, oh, oh.
Gracias, amigas. Gracias.
Hasta la vista, babies.
Nos vemos en
Buenos días, ¿cómo le va? Les saludamos con alegría. Buenos días, ¿cómo le va? Row, 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 let the water stream. Merrily, 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 like the shadow stream.
Cada embarcación tiene como 2.000 botellas. 2.000 y 2.000 botellas. Serían como 4.000 botellas plásticas
Para flotar aquí.
para flotar.
¿Y cuánto duraron para hacer este barco?
Casi un año.
Un año. ¿Y cuántas personas?
Totora.
Wiña y Totora. Ok, yo les voy a decir a todos mis amigos que vengan acá. Gracias.
Saludos a México
Gracias. Y a los Estados Unidos.
y a Estados Unidos.
Ahora dile,
Hello everyone.
thank you very much.
The B National Lake, yeah? Remember 6040, this is the area, B National Lake, yeah?
Then, on Tequila Island, we experienced the slower pace of life, rich in culture, breathtaking views, and a world-renowned textiles. The island's famous textile art, recognized by UNESCO, tells stories passed down throughout generations.
amigo, pues mira ahorita.
Hello, folks. My name is Janine Cooper, and I have to say this trip has been amazing. One of my highlights was Lake Titicaca. This was something that I only saw in history books growing up and never imagined that I'd be here. It was everything and more of what I expected it to be. Just being on there and seeing how they engineer their way of living was just amazing. So, this is definitely a trip that I would recommend.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
A boy at 7 years old is knitting in one color, just for training, for practicing. After 12 years old, a boy is knitting half with design, half without, and they call it the woolly cap for the youth. Or any person wearing this means a single man. From here to here is all the same. Here is a big difference. It's like the family shield. The best, he will be well demanded by the local girls. Feel, this is very tight. It's knitted, it's hand knitted, but it's very, very tight.
And there's no stretch.
In order to knit that one, takes more than 1 month. This is a simple one, just in a couple of days. Two different man is knitting the woolly cap for the children in the shape of tuta flower.
This is the national flag.
Peruvian national flower, right? It's just for the children. It's a tribute to the rainbow, to the rain. It's why the colorful colors, the colors of the rainbow.
Baby's hat, this is the hat for girls. Red and brown is for girls, yeah? And red and white, you never got to touch the hat. With this decoration in, like that, with decoration, it's for boys, yes? The pompons, it is for to stand up the shawl over their head, yeah? And then after that, the first shawl is made by the mother, small one. But today, the young ones, they decided when with who married. But when this young girl, they looking for a boy, the pompon is bigger one and colorful one, like a color of the rainbow too. No? Morning, how are you? They exchange coca leaf. If you married or you organize any parties in the island, they invite you with coca leaf. If you
The Siku dance, enjoy it.
should be one of the wonders of the world. It's something not to be missed.
Lake Titicaca has been an amazing experience. It has given me a glimpse of how amazing nature is. I was expecting it to be just a small lake, and it looks more like an ocean to me.
As we take in the beauty of Lake Titicaca, we realize that it's the perfect ending to an unforgettable journey through Peru. Good evening. So today we are here in the region of Puno. So these are the two items that we actually bought in the floating islands that are here in Lake Titicaca. After we went to the actual floating islands, we took about an hour boat ride and made it to Taquile. Taquile is a heritage site by UNESCO because of the weaving and the work that the community does. And so I went to see what I could find, and I didn't see anything that was weaved by the women that were there that I wanted. So I found a hat. The hat was made by the men. So actually, it is a reversible hat, and it's a wonderful hat that we can use for the sun as well as for the cold weather. And this UNESCO site, it's really amazing. We had an opportunity to dance with them, and it was beautiful. So this was done by young children, and this is amazing. These are actually finger puppets, and so you'll see everything and a keychain here with the flower of Puno. So again, here at the Hotel Jose Antonio, they have a little shop, and of course, I went there. As you know, I do love shopping, but the first item I purchased was actually for Tino, because what I wanted was not available at that moment. They ordered it, and the next day they brought it, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this is an alpaca sweater. So this is Tino's alpaca sweater. And let me show you my favorite. And of course, today I went to pick up the items that I had selected. And I was going to buy one. I ended up buying 3 items. But this is the actual sweater that I ordered. And I'll show you my beautiful alpaca sweater. I found this beautiful sweater. It's actually baby alpaca. To kind of put it all together that I could use with both is the actual alpaca scarf. It will go with the other 2 items that I purchased. And for our tips, I would say dress in layers, prepare for the altitude, of course with sun protection, and bring solace.
Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.